What is good, everybody? Hope you guys are all enjoying your Wednesday. Caught over 200 ticks on Nasdaq today, just around a little bit over $500. But yeah, I mean, to say the least, it was a trade. And it was about 3.5 hours, and we were one tick away from getting stopped out. So it is just one of those days where it really comes down to your psychology and stuff like that. And yeah, I'm gonna share with you guys through the trade today, and how I felt, what I took. Price action and stuff like that. So yeah, let's get into it. All right, so coming into the morning, as you can tell, if you turn on this indicator, that you can see that London session and Asia session highs and lows, session levels have already been taken out. So there's no nice draws and liquidity for session levels. But what I did notice was, okay, one, we are obviously, we are super overextended. We have not rebalanced this previous range, right? So you have this swing high to swing low. The 0.5 right here, it's below this 4-hour fair value gap. We have not rebalanced this range. So I'm like, okay, shorts look pretty good. And before market open, we were sitting inside of this 15-minute fair value gap. So I was like, okay, I want to see a super internal model to maybe take out this buy or this sell side and then tap into this 4-hour, or maybe even go a little bit deeper, right, and sell off for the day. But what happened is market opened and we pumped up to inverse this 15-minute fair value gap, right? And what happens is, like, being reactive in the markets is one of the most important things that you can do, because if you have a daily bias, like, sure, having a daily bias is good, but also just knowing price action and how price moves and what price is disrespecting and respecting can really level up your trading. Because what happened here is like, okay, when we inverse a 15-minute fair value gap, right, that means that price is disrespecting bearish structure. So I'm like, okay, after we disrespected this bearish structure, I'm like, okay, sounds good. Well, obviously sell side doesn't look like the draw on liquidity anymore. We have this nice external buy side level, so let's target that, right? And I want to see some type of internal model to then take it, right? So then what happened is price began to sold off after after inversing this 15-minute fair value gap. And what happened is we sold off a little too heavy. It wasn't the best, it wasn't super smooth, but what happened is we sold off super heavy, but like way below this 15-minute fair value gap. There was no internal model right here, and then we put in a higher time frame SMT from this low to this low right here. NQ took this level, ES lagged and did not take it. But the only thing, like hindsight, the thing that you could have said, like, okay, it wasn't the best SMT, was because we had this sell side level resting below us, and also this 4-hour fair value gap right below us as well that was unmitigated. So we could have came up and then obviously dump back down to tap that sell side level and then tap back into that 4-hour fair value gap. But what happened is I'm getting super aggressive on my SMTs, and anytime I see an SMT, I'm looking for a model, right? So yeah, obviously right here we were super overextended, and I wanted to see price change state. So my most recent change of state was up here, and then we also had an inverse fair value gap, inverse fair value gap, inverse fair value gap. But this was obviously our last point of being able to go bearish, right? And I wanted to see this one get inverse, and then we change state, right? So what happened is on the way up, right? So I'm targeting this draw on liquidity, but on the way up, we had made this 2-minute fair value gap right here. And NQ had tapped into it, had tapped this 2-minute fair value gap. ES did not, lagging index. And then we start to buy up, and then we eventually change state, right? But I put my stops right here just because I did not want to see price come back and retest this 2-minute fair value gap, because once you retest the fair value gap so many times, just like this fair value gap, we were respecting, then we disrespect it, and then obviously we push price higher, right? So I did not want to see price push below this fair value gap right here, and especially this SMT, because then my stops are protected, right? So then obviously we change state, and I take my trade, right? And I was actually targeting all the way up here, which is honestly not a bad trade at all, and it's still obviously, like, I still don't think it was a bad trade. But what happened is we had this buy side level right here, so I was like, okay, I'll go break even and partial at this buy side level, and then I'll take full profits at this level, because obviously, like, there would be no reason that price would react off of this level, because really there's no structure to it, right? This is our external level. We are drawing towards it. At least it looks like it right now, or was. And yeah, so then obviously I got into the trade, and we had put another SMT in, so I put my stops right here. And then we honestly were just chopping super heavily, right? We weren't making too much of a move. We had came down literally a point from my stop loss, which is obviously, like, that comes down to psychology, right? It's like, okay, well, I'm either going to get stopped out or I'm going to take profit, and then obviously managing your trade as you go. But yeah, so we were kind of just chopping. We didn't make any really significant move. We came up, nothing really happened here, no SMTs, no anything price to react off of, and then we sold off, and then we came back up. And then obviously I took profits at this buy side level right here just because, one, I was in this trade for 3.5 hours, and two, it was the buy side level that price could have reacted off of, and we had SMT. ES had not tapped this quite yet, and NQ obviously took it, and as you can tell right here, price reacted very nicely off of this level, and then obviously we started to show selling pressure to the downside. But yeah, that's the trade I took today. It was a trade, to say the least, right? It was a 3.5 hour trade. I was just managing it off of my phone as price just kept on moving. But yeah, I was very confident in this buy side level, especially this buy side level, but also this one as well, right? This would have been my break even partial, but I took full profits out as soon as this buy side level got hit, just because obviously we've been chopping. I don't want to be in the trade any longer, and as well, it was just a good buy side target, and yeah, so that's the trade today. I hope you guys enjoy. Let me know if you guys have questions, comments. If you guys want to join my free Discord, my completely free Discord, there's a lot of experience in there and just a lot of value behind it. Completely free. There's nothing, no money, no nothing. I will put the link. There is link in my YouTube, all my socials as well. But yeah, it's completely free. There's a lot of mentors in there, people that will teach you how to trade, etc. But that is the trade for the day. Yeah, and I hope, we just keep on banking as time goes on. But I hope you guys enjoy the video. And yeah, I thank you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in the next one.